Okay. Get some lights turned on. What? What, Harry? Yeah. You want to get up here? Lay down? Want me to pet you a little bit? No? Okay. You want treats. All right. Okay. All righty. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. We're looking at this thing. All right. So we have a couple of things. One, we have to figure out how to put the pen in. That's one. Two, let me take a look at the finished project here. All right. So I decided to leave these just the way they are. I'm just going to let it go. Let's start over on this side because this is where we started this project. So again, I'm leaving the outsides alone. You know, there's plenty of space there to journal. So this is the front. We've got a little paper clip on here, and that paper clip is holding together this flap that has another flap inside of it and a nice big tag. And when you take that out, you've got journaling space. And then over here, we've got a little tuck and a little card in there with the journaling space. Open it up, and we have that European style file folder thing here that can hold some paper. It also has journaling space at the bottom. So we have that. And then over here, we have a very small little tuck that mimics the file folder. And we just have some journaling cards tucked in there. And then on the other side, we have a tag up here. And we just left this alone. Same thing here. We have one of those three-dimensional belly bands on this side. And a big, huge journaling card tucked in there. And then over here, we have another tall pocket with another journaling card, a policy envelope, and I decided to make this big, huge tag, so we shoved that in there as well. It needs to be topped. We're going to be doing that today. Get down the Marlene box, and we'll pick some pieces of trim to use. There we go. And then the back has lines, so we left that and we left the back cover. So that is one half. So now we'll move over to the other half. So on this half, again, I left the inside bare. And both of these are on elastics. Now, we did this in a traveler's notebook style, but we did not wrap it around. It's actually held in with taps. So there's no cord on the back here and no place where we have to hide the knot. So we have two books in here. Realistically, we only want to have one in here at a time, but we do have both of them in here. So for this, we basically just decorated very minimally. There's a little teeny journaling card over here. This is one of our hidden paper clip tabs. And on the other side, we have just a couple of things tucked in. We've got a little journaling card up here, library card with a little pocket, and just some little decoration here because this page wasn't really writable. So we pretty much added some writing space to it and then left this pretty blank so that you can write. We have a couple of tabs going on throughout. And then here we have one of our triple pockets. So you have a pocket here, here, and back here. And then I went ahead and glued that down on three sides, so I could put in a journaling card on the side. We have a little tuck over here with a journaling card. And then we have a nice big journaling card back here. You can still kind of work this piece. This added our journaling space. So this is just a whole sheet, both sides, just accordioned and held with a paper clip so that this can be used for journaling. And then left this blank. And then over here we have, this is a coin envelope pocket with a little pocket at the front. I made a little circle shaped tag there and then a little tag up here. This is just decoration. It's not a pocket or anything. And then we have a journaling card over here with a little journaling space here. And then this is the center. And I just left it alone because it's just a gorgeous piece of paper. And then we have a little tuck on the other side with a couple of tags that need to be topped. So let's get those done. All right. That's one. I have a pretty piece of green here that we're going to use on the other one. There we go. More journaling space. Another little tag down here. This again is a coin envelope pocket. Hey, Steffi G. Okay, let me get this figured out here. That was way too long. All right, more journaling space. And then we have a small flip here. Journaling space, journaling space, journaling space. A little tag, another tuck. Over here we have a tuck with a little journaling card in there. Just lots of journaling space. Now this one, I mean, it's decorated, but I left it because I figured you can still write on it. And then we have some marbled paper over here. More journaling space, a little tuck over here. We have a couple of cards that need to be finished. They aren't even backed yet. Hi, Christine. So I'm just going to back these up real quick. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and get these cut, and we can put the ink and put them back in. Of course, I couldn't cut a straight line to save my behind. We all know this. So, you know, we'll go with a little raggedy. Let's see if I can straighten this out. Okay. Ink. And a little ink on this one. Okay, so now those are in. And then we have a little tag here. That is a coin envelope pocket as well. I just didn't mat that one. Normally I would mat it, but I didn't. Okay, so that in, and then that's the back cover. Now this is the second book, and as I said, really, realistically, there's only kind of enough room in here for one of these, but we put in more. So we have the front done. I didn't do anything on here, so I just put this nice big paper bag pocket on here. There's a journaling card back here, and then 2 tags here, and we'll get those finished. Hi, Harry. You're very needy, you know. You are. You're very, very needy. Very pausy. Stop it. Stop it. Mommy, you don't need to do any of that stuff. You need to pet me. Mommy. Oh, he's such a pain. Love him to death. I might just kill him. All right. So, let me put this on. No, you can't have my seam binding. I need it. All right. And then we have one of our little pieces of ephemera there. I left this page completely blank. Another one of our hidden paper clip tabs. And then I did this little tuck here. And just some writing space. More writing space. This is not a pocket or anything. It's just completely down. And then we have another pocket here. With a little tag. And then a piece of our ephemera up there. And somehow, I don't know how, but I managed to do this whole thing in yellow. Like this whole page is yellow. And this is that handmade paper. Then up here we have a little tuck with a little journaling card, some writing space. And then we have another one of those music pockets. There's a tag here and a journal card and kind of a tall journaling card back here. Didn't quite want to make it into a pocket, into a tag. So, all right, we need something for this. Stop it, Harry. I'm just kind of pulling up at this, and whatever color comes to the top is the one that I'm pulling. All righty. Almost through this thing. We just got to get the pen in. And then this is not a tuck or anything. It's just decoration for the page. And then we have another tag here. Boy, I was lazy with these tags this time, I'll tell you. Okay, somehow this one came out all purple. I must have been tired. Because this is purple, and this is purple, and this is purple. I must have been on a purple thing. All right, then we just have a little decoration here, a little decoration here. We have another one of our little paper clips up there, just decoration. And we have another tag down here. This page is not a solid color. Yay! Go. And then I just went ahead and did a little clip up here with some dangling pieces and a couple more tags in a little pocket back here. All right, let's switch this up a bit. Okay. All right, that's one. And do this one. There's two. Then just a couple of little, journaling cards here. Left the writing space alone. Little decal, but left the writing space. This page, I just left it. I just put this piece of ephemera on and left it. And then down here, I did the same thing on this. Just a little bit of ephemera here with writing space. And then the last tag. Boy, I'll tell you, I got to get rid of some of these pieces. I got way too much of this stuff. Every now and then the bin just gets really full and I have to just kind of put it in a bag and get rid of it. All right, and put that one in. And then I left the back of that alone. So it all kind of fits together. Not straight. It all kind of goes to one side. But that is because this is just, so much thicker over here. But we're going to take care of that. And we're going to get a tie on this today. Hi, Carla. So we're going to put a tie on this today, and let's see. What do I want to use for this? I think since it's, a field journal, I think I want to use just a piece of string. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this. And find our center, which is right there. And I'm going to get out the big bite. Okay. All righty. All right, so this is 9.5. So let's see, 4 3/4. And 10. So right about there. Okay, that's the part we're aiming for. 4 3/4. So let me get this. Here we go. Close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. Okie dokie. So I got some bigger taps. These are 8 millimeters. So the shafts are just longer. Just a little bit wider. Let me get one of those. And I'm going to get one of these. Not 3 of those, just one of those. Take these other 2 back. Okay. That. And I'm going to get my hammer. No. Very specific. Go for it. Okay. Heavy mat. Hammer bammer. Okay. So I'm going to put this through the hole. All right, first I'm going to a little bit of fabric there, so I'm going to get that trimmed off of there. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And I'm going to put this in through the hole. There we go. Beater mat. underneath. Get this off to the side. Flip that on. And then I'm going to beat this. Hold on. And then I'm going to get rid of these. Okay. So now we have some closure for this. Okay. And the only thing we have left to do is the pen. So we do have to still get the pen in here, and I don't know how I'm going to do that at this point. But for now, I'm just going to clip it on here somewhere. So let me go ahead and open this. And I think it'll just, it'll fit right there. Yeah, it'll fit fine. Okay, tying this up. Hey, man, come up here. Now, if you don't want this to be, tied on the back, you could change it any way you want it to. But there it is. I'm done with this thing. Done with it, I tell you. Done. Hi, Miss Janice. All right. So that is it for that thing. And then I'm just going to put my toys away. Okay. So that's it for this for now. Let me put the Big Bite and Arnie's box back up here where they go. You just have to have like everything in its place. You know what I mean? Makes me feel better. Okay. So yesterday, a couple of days ago, about 3 days ago, my car overheated. Pepper overheated. She was having a bad day. And so she's been sitting in the driveway. Yesterday, Hubbard took a half day. He was going to take a half day off work so that he could fix what was wrong with her, which we originally thought was a hose. Come to find out, that hose is not part of my cooling system. That hose is actually part of the turbo system in my car. It's an air hose for the breather for the turbo. And that is an unavailable part. Unavailable. But it has a cut in it about that long. So today I'm going to go and get some hose repair tape that melds with the rubber. It's a product from JB Weld. It melds with the rubber so that hose can be repaired while we go through Chevy to get the part. Because you actually have to go through Chevy to get it. And we're actually fighting with them because they don't want to give us the part. They want to do the repair. And the repair is like $1,100, and I'm not doing that. it's 2 clamps. I can do it. $77. I'd love 77. So we're like, well, why is the car overheating? So he starts looking at the hoses that do run back and forth between the radiator and the engine. And at the very top, this is the thing I don't get. The very top of this stack of hoses is this one little hose, and it's just laying there. It's a plastic piece, and the nipple has busted off. So the hose is just laying up against it. This is the fitting that goes into the engine, and this goes on top of it. And this is where the little nipple is supposed to be. And there's no little nipple, as you can see. So I have to go and try and find this piece. Guess what? This piece doesn't have a name. Does not have a freaking name. I've been backwards and forwards through the manual. This does not have a name. And I'm not talking about the little one in the glove box. I'm talking about the actual Haynes repair model manual. This does not have a name. But this little piece comes off of here like that. And this piece here is mounted into a hose with it's got a clip that holds it in. And then this little piece goes in there. And then this little thing holds it on. And this is actually supposed to have, it's in there. I got to get it out. It's supposed to have a little piece that goes down in there, but it's stuck in there. And I gotta fish it out because I gotta reuse this piece, but I gotta replace this. So it looks like I might be going to the junkyard today. Good news is that little piece is on like 16 different Chevy models. I just gotta go find it. You know, I remember back in the day when, a hose connection went from a metal piece on the radiator to a metal piece on the engine, to a metal piece over here, to a metal piece over there. And it was all metal. Now they have all of these little, like hundreds of these little teeny connectors that are all plastic. And they don't last for daisies. And belts. Now, back in the day, you wanted to put a belt on your car. You had 2 belts. You had a fan belt. You had your air conditioning belt. Those were the 2 belts you had. Your fan belt turned your fan, sent power to your alternator. Your alternator charged your battery. Now, none of that works. None of that there is nothing like that anymore. And everything has these tiny little names, and you can't find the pieces, and you can't find schematics for it. And if you find the schematics, I'm serious, like the hose that I needed, I found the blow-up schematic of it, and I was like, that's it, that's the hose. Part number 12, look through the list. Part 10, part 11, part 13, 12's not on the list. So I ended up having to call a friend of mine who's a Chevy mechanic. And he says, yeah, they don't sell that part. You have to get it from Chevy. And they push you to have them do it because it's part of the turbo. Or you have to get a mechanic to do it. And it's $1,100 to have the mechanic do it. Because to get to the bottom of this thing, they have to take off the whole front end of the car. So when I'm done here today, I'm going to take my grandson, because I got the bug, and probably take Dippy Doodle with me. And I'm going to go over to the junkyard out in Henderson and pay the $2 to get in. And then I'm going to skulk around and see if I can find one of those little pieces. And then I'm going to come home and install it. Put that hose back on my car. And then I'm going to stop at the parts store on the way back, and I'm going to get some of that rubberized tape. And I'm just going to wrap that hose. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to wrap it. Unless I can find one in the junkyard that's in good shape. Because if I can find one in the junkyard that's in good shape and I can get it off, I'm bringing it home. The only reason it's got a hole in it is because that little piece failed. And it melted it from the outside in. So, yeah, he got here yesterday. He surprised his pop-pop. Came to see his pop-pop. All right. So since we're done with the book, I'm going to show you guys what I do. So when I'm stuck and I'm like, my creativity is blocked up and I can't figure out what to do, this is what I do. I put these together. I use watercolor paper. And for these, I specifically like the King Art, which is 90 pound. So I use the 90 pound King Art paper, and I just cut it into fourths. It's like 6 by 4.5 or something like that. Carla said hi, Bug. Hi, Carla. And then I get out my ring binder, my comb binder, and I pop holes in the top and I ring bind it all together. And I just started this one the other day, so I was like, I should tell them about that, because that's what I do. And then I just take a page and I just kind of go with it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. This one, I think I just went with color. This one I did the other day, and I just did it on a book page because I was out of these. I used up the one I had. So I just did it on a book page, so I had to glue it in. But so this is what I do. I just and I make sure that I play with everything. I get out my stencils, I get out my ink brushes, I get out my inks, I get out my tapes, and I just kind of play and create something that makes me happy. So I said I would share, so I'm sharing. So that's a half inch spiral comb in there, and probably about 25-30 sheets of paper. You use any pad. I just make this because I have the stuff for it. But you can use any pad you want. You can just use pieces of paper and put them in a binder. Doesn't matter. You can use pieces of paper and toss them in the trash when you're done. It's entirely up to you. But if you are kind of stuck creatively, this is a good way to just kind of pick that up and go through putting the stuff down and freeing yourself up. Let yourself just do what you want on the paper. I woke up this morning and my eyes are itchy and my nose is running. I'm going to grab an allergy pill here. Like I got up this morning, went outside, and I was outside like 2 minutes, and like my nose was running off my face. Couldn't get it to stop. Okay, that's better. It's better. All right, so let's do one of these. What do I want to use? I don't know. Okay. So, I have a piece of paper. I don't know that I want to use this one. I'm not feeling really, it's not giving me any goosebumps. Well, now, let's see what we got here. Nope. Not getting any goosebumps there either. You can tell I've used this before for this project. No goosebumps. What have we here? Just a collection of stuff. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Kind of like those. Let's see. That's all steampunky. All right, I'm going to work with that. Maybe some of this. And what else? Maybe one of those. Hi, Mari. All right, so let's do some stenciling too. Grab stencil. Go. And a brush. And I need ink. I need ink. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Pick an ink color. I don't know. Maybe that. Maybe that. I have ink. All right, let's start with this one. So this one, Victorian Velvet. I don't think I've even used this one. Let's take a look. It's different. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. All right. Now, because this isn't for anybody but me, I will use, stick glue. If this were an actual thing, I wouldn't do that. All right. Worn lipstick.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support. Calling in reference to Cox ticket number 28595423. Expecting to speak to Margaret about this. Looks like our knock would be rollback on the benchmark equipment. See how things will be.
Not shabby.
If and when you get the opportunity, give us a call. Glad to take care of that from there. We can be reached.
Concord Grape.
1-855-269-8822. Thank you for using Cox Business Technical Support, and have yourself a fantastic day now.
Enjoy your rest, my dear. Hey now, no shifting. It doesn't really matter. This is, just free play anyway.
Hi, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support, calling in reference to Cox ticket number 2859.
All right.
423. This message is for Aubrey. I was hoping to speak to you about this. Looks like they're not get a low button for the edge mark, and hopes of getting this to stop having your system break up throughout the network. Feel free to give us a call. Let us know how things are going with that. We greatly appreciated. We reached 24/7. Ask 1-855-269-8822. I thank you for Cox Business Technical Support and have yourself a fantastic day now.
So I just play, and this is, this is that, you guys have heard me say it a lot. If it's not right, just throw something else at it. That's kind of the way this works. I just kind of, play with it. And then until I'm happy, I just keep throwing stuff at it. And I might actually put, a couple of layers of stuff. And I think I want to do some washi tape on here. Let's see. This is the thing for me. So, because we all know how I love my washi tape. So I limit myself. This is the case I don't like. Why am I in this case? I don't know. So what I try to do is I try to use a different case every time. That way I'm not using always the same washi tape. Like that one too. Because we have a habit sometimes of just kind of grabbing what's there. And the thing that's there is usually what we use the most. So if it's something that we use all the time, it's always going to be in front of us, and it ends up being on everything that we do. So just come out of your comfort zone a little bit and shift things around. That's why I keep everything in like little boxes and stuff, and I don't just put it all in a bin. Because if I put it in a bin, what I would end up doing is I would end up just taking what's on the top all the time. Unless I was looking for something very, very specific, like a theme, like a holiday theme or something, I would always just take what's on the top. Which is great, except that, then you run into that situation where everything that you do looks like everything else. And that is the killer of creativity, You can't be creative if everything you do is exactly the same. So have a little fun, change things up a little bit. Now I'm going to put this on here. It's going to be too long. I'm just going to tear it. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing tonight, because we're not going to be doing the book page project because I can't get the sewing machine up here. So this evening, I'm going to be doing some of this, but on a bigger scale. So if you want to play with me, go in, find some scraps of paper, get some book pages, get some rolls of washi tape you haven't seen in a while. Get out your inks, get out your stencils, get out your stamps. And come and hang out and play with me, because this is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm just going to be doing it probably on a larger scale. I'm going to use a bigger piece of paper so that I can, and then I will probably cut that down into like ATC size. pair of scissors. This just has a white edge on it, and I don't want the white edge. So I'm just going to kind of take it off, most of it anyway. So tonight's craft with me is going to be literally just kind of letting go of everything. I need a mental health day. So this is going to be my mental health day. Tonight, in our craft with me, we're going to be doing this. So get out your stuff. Come hang out. Don't go in with a preconceived notion of what you're going to create. Okay? Tonight is going to be mixed media literally in its kind of basic form. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of ink on this. This is already kind of in a sepia, so a little bit of ink on this is not going to hurt it. But again, I'm not using vintage photo because I don't want that orange color. I hate that orange. A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue means you must come out of the bottle. The glue does not want to come out of the bottle. There we go. Glue. All right, you're just being difficult now. Fine. All right. Okay. So, you want to come play with me? This is what I'm going to do. So I just opened the box. I pulled out the first thing that I saw. Putting ink on it. It's going on. A little bit of glue. I like it. Need something right there. I don't know what the hell it is. Let's find it. Nope, that's not it. Just looking, just looking, just looking. What am I going to see? There has to be something that's attractive, you know. No, I want it.
Oh, got dark. It's cloudy out.
I need it to be the right size, you know. That's my issue right now. Size is an issue. Size is an issue. Is this the right size? Nope, that's not the right size. Okay, really difficult. I know how to fix that. It's a size thing for right now. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, I just dropped a kid on the floor. Yep, just tumbled a kid onto the floor. I hope he's not
This
injured.
is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support, calling in reference to Cox ticket number 28612043. This message is for Dan. I was hoping to talk to you about this, about the static ID.
Here we go.
Looking forward to hearing from you on that and finding out.
See, it was a size thing.
When you have the opportunity, if you'd be so kind, just give us a call back. We greatly appreciate it. We can be reached 24/7 at 1-844-618-3812. Thank you, Cox Business Technical Support. And yourself a fantastic
Okay,
day.
so I have two people that are paid members of my Patreon, and I appreciate you. So I'm going to be getting your welcome gifts out this week. And your little happy mails. All right, that's it. That's what it needed. All right, so that's my piece for today. It says, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's what that little phrase was. But as you can see, it's just, I went over each spot with the layering of the stencil. I threw on some washi tape that I don't normally use. I don't think I've ever used either one of these washi tapes. I just throw on some scrap paper, a little book page, a sticker that I had, and I make this little composition. That's how I kind of get out of my head. So if you want to join me, I'll be doing this evening. And, we're going to have fun. I'm going to get out 3, 4, 5 stencils, and I'll use a bigger piece of paper. Obviously, we're going to be using some of this because we've got, plenty of scraps of that left over. And we're just going to have some fun. I'm going to go in the drawer, stick my hand in there, pull something out, and go, this is what we're going to play with. No rhyme or reason to it. I'm going to put the table out here, get all my washi tapes set up, except the one that I always go in. And we're just going to play. And we'll have a good time. So if you want to join me for that, look for the post to come up. I'm going to get that lined up to a little later this afternoon. And I'll be doing more of these. I don't know. I might use little cards. I might use big cards. It's hard to say. But, these just quick little pieces of art, they're fun. This one here, it's got washi tape. It's got stamps, a couple different kinds of stamps. It's got some labels. It's got some press-ons. It's got some stickers. It's got, some pieces of stuff. I don't know. I think I used like 3 different kinds of washi tape on that one. And then this one, it's got some rub-ons. It's got some music paper. It's actually got some different stickers. There's a little gold accent there, some washi tape. It's just fun. I think I used 3 different colors of ink on this one in the background, which was really cool. It just kind of brought the whole thing up. So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. We're just going to have fun tonight. This is going to be a true craft with me. We're just going to play. Okay. That's it. That's all I got, ladies. Is that it? That's it. That is literally it. So new here, push the button. Would love to have you join the tribe. What else? Check out my community tab. I have recently updated it, so there is some new stuff on there. Also, check out the Facebook group and maybe join us for our Projects of 24 challenge. But until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.